It's time for a challenge, with the highest difficulty and the shortest time. That is almost seems impossible to do. And will I do it? That's the question. Let me introduce you to the challenge. You will have to make a website in 10 minutes. What? That's right, one website in 10 minutes. Before we jump into the coding, let's ask ChatGPT what website I will have to make. Give me an idea for a website that can be written in 10 minutes. One idea for a website that can be created in 10 minutes is a random code generator. Just kidding, it is actually a good idea. I will set up a couple of things so I have more time for the actual coding. I will grab a simple HTML programming language for making the structure of the website template and already launch the website on the live server and set up the windows side by side. Now I will set off the timer and let the legendary challenge begin. First I will make a little title for the website using h1 tags, random quote generator. Down here I will make a place for a paragraph using p tags. This will be the place where the quote will go. Then of course the button using the, you guessed it, the button tags. That will generate new quote when clicked. Also I will add IDs so we can access those elements in the script tags where the JavaScript will go. In the script tags I will first grab the elements that we assigned IDs to. Okay, now we say on generate button clicked, we will execute this code. It's time to find some API. In simple terms, an API is like a bridge that enables different applications to communicate and share information with each other, from where we can grab some quotes. There we have one. Let's quickly copy and paste this fetch method. Let me explain. The fetch function gets information from another website or API. In parentheses we put in the link we want to get information from. When we receive the data, the computer executes .then. In the first .then, the computer will execute a function that converts the data to a format that JavaScript can understand. Notice that usually functions have names, but this does not, and is called anonymous function. There is no need for a name, because we won't use the name anyway. In the second .then, we again have an anonymous function, but this time it writes out the data in the console. You may ask why the data has 0 in the square brackets. Well, let's look at the data. The API gives us data consisting of all the quotes, but we only want one. To try out the code, I wanted to write only the first quote, so I put a 0. If I wanted the second, I would put 1, third 2, and so on. Now we do not want to always show the first quote, therefore we need to generate a random number to put in the square brackets. My.random gives us a number from 0 to 1. Then we multiply it by the number of quotes we have, making now the random number from 0 to the count of the quotes. With mod.floor, we grab the lowest whole number, because we cannot grab 3.2nd quote. And in the parentheses we add +1 so we do not miss the last quote. Now let's save the quote in a variable instead of writing it into the console. What this line means is basically that we just let the word quote be whatever is on the right side of the equal sign. Then there I made a little mistake. We cannot change the meaning of output because we previously said that this will be a constant. But we can change what's inside the element. Therefore I needed to specify that by writing .innerHTML, meaning that we change the code that is inside the element. I noticed that the data also gives us author. Therefore I made a new paragraph using p tags and added a unique ID. And when we get the quote, we change the paragraph's inner code to the author's name. Also I put author's paragraph in I tags, making the text in italics. Okay, now we have the structure, we have the interactivity, and the only thing missing is the style. Therefore, let's add just a little bit of styling in the short time frame we have left. The style is written, again, you guessed it, in the style tags, in the CSS language. Basically, you say which element you want to modify and put what attribute you want to modify in the curly braces. For the body, the whole text, I will make the text centered and will change font to something other than the default. For the h1 tags, the title, I will set margin, spacing between the element and other elements, to 10 pixels. For the buttons, I will also put a margin and set height to 50 pixels and padding, the distance between text and the edges of the element, to 10 pixels. Then I thought about changing the background color for the button, but decided to leave it as it is and not risk making it look even worse. I watched as the timer ended and time is up. It is time to again go over the website. we have a simple code generator. You press the button and the new code appears on the screen. Now, let's add a couple of things that I missed in the hurry. First, you see that the author is originally in italics, and then it goes back to normal when clicking the button. I fixed that by simply moving the ID to the italics. Second, it is kinda weird that when you load the website, it shows the text quote and author. Let's make it that it already generates code when loading the website. To do that, I just call the onClick function in the script tab. Drumroll. And there you have it, a website in 10 minutes. Let me know in the comments what you can do in 10 minutes. For example, I, in 10 minutes, can cook scrambled eggs for myself and find a YouTube video to watch while eating. As always, you can try out the website by yourself using the link in the description. Also, in the description there will be a link to where you can find the code itself. Talking about things you can do in a short time span, consider subscribing if you like this video. And also, remember, if at first you don't succeed, call it version 1.0 and move on. And another thing you can do in next 10 minutes is to watch this video where I took a break and let the AI make a website. Wait, ChatGPT can make a whole website? Yeah, that's right. Watch the video to see how well did the AI do.